Okay, so this is question number 6D and 6.1, and it asks to simplify and state non-permissible values. Okay, so a couple things that you want to take a look at. Obviously, you want to take a look at, make sure that it's factored, and both the numerator and the denominator are completely factored. 5 and 10 are both factors, and they're numbers, so we can simplify that as a ratio. That should be, that's just going to be 1 over 2. Now there may be other things here, so we'll just leave the 1 over 2 like this. You don't even have to leave the 1 because it's a factor, so you're going to have some kind of 2 in the denominator, you know that. Okay? So 5 out of 10 becomes 1 over 2. Now let's skip over here. A plus 2 and A plus 2 are exactly the same, so that's like a 1 over, 1 over 1 as well. So those are just gone, right? Now the tricky part is this right here. Remember that A minus 3 and 3 minus A are not identical. But, watch this. You can actually factor a negative 1 out of one of these, and watch what happens. So if I were to rewrite this top one, so watch this. This actually equals a negative 1 times, well, if I divided a negative 1 out here, that would be negative A plus 3. So take a look at that for a moment, and note that these are the same. You can take a negative 1, you can factor a negative 1 out of both of those terms. And this simplified looks like this. Okay? So, if you run across binomials that are subtracted, the terms are subtracted, but the terms are reversed around, you can actually factor a negative 1 out, which will make the binomials identical. The only issue is that one will have a negative 1 as a factor. So you see how I've replaced that? What does that mean? That means that 3 minus A now and 3 minus A divide out to 1. And then you have a negative 1 as a factor on top there. So the answer here is negative 1/2. And the restrictions, let's not forget about the restrictions. You got to go back before you divide anything out. 3 minus A cannot equal 0. So that means that 3 cannot equal A. Also, A plus 2 cannot equal 0. A cannot equal negative 2. Nothing about the 10 will make that 0. There is no A there. So these are your two restrictions. Answer, restrictions. Any questions?